$1,000 for a pair of sneakers? Isn't that something?
That's important. That's important for me.
It's more expensive. I only can see. Wow, window shopping.
Window shopping, right. You were just looking, but you weren't buying. But you know, I bought a pair of sandals the other day. The first pair of sandals I've ever owned. And it cost me, how much you think? A pair of sandals? I didn't wear them today.
Sandal.
Sandals.
Sandal.
It was 24.
24.
Baht.
Oh.
That's
Sandal. Sandal is mean รถของเขาแตะหรอ
ใช่หนูต้องแต่ it's 24.
Oh, it made from rubber.
What's that?
Rubber.
I
Made from rubber. Do you 24 baht?
paid 24 baht for my sandals.
ใช่สิ
No, I'm wrong. Actually, I think it was, no. I paid more than that, I'm sorry. That's too little, right? I mean, 24 baht. I think I
Sandals
paid,
is you use for on the seashore. Walking seashore.
yeah, I wore them to work the other day. I wore them here. I wore them out. They were very nice. They were the same ones that Brother John has.
Oh.
So he said they're on sale.
Sale.
On sale. So he said, take advantage. Sale.
You know, when sale.
Sale. 20%
Sale
off.
Sale.
Right? There was
Yes.
the sandals were for sale. It was 20% off.
You like to shopping some shop sale. But I love shopping the off shop. You know off shop. In Australia you call off shop.
Okay.
Off shop is mean opportunity.
Opportunity.
The opportunity shop for second hand.
Oh.
Everything second hand.
Yeah. Well, that's
I love it because very cheap.
it's really cheap,
Very
right?
cheap offshore. I don't know in America how you call it. Offshore in Australia call offshore.
We call it in America a thrift shop.
Huh?
Thrift.
Straight. Thrift. Thrift.
Thrift
shop.
Thrifty means he was very thrifty. He was very careful. It's a thrift shop, a savings shop. Thrift, yes.
It's a new one or second hand? The product is
the new one or
new one or second hand?
It's a second-hand store. It's where you were going. We call it a thrift shop.
OP shop, OP off shop. It's Australia มีทุกที่อ่ะ off shop.
Can you spell off shop?
OP or off. Yes.
And what does
Because it's Australia offshore. When we receive the money go to donate.
the money goes to the door?
Donate.
Do they call it, is it an opportunity shop?
Opportunity shop, yes.
Opportunity.
Oh, very big shop. Very large.
Yeah, a lot of people go there to buy things. I know someone that goes to an opportunity shop, thrift shop,
Thrift shop.
or they call it second-hand store. Okay? And they buy some really good things
Yes.
that they have a good eye for.
Yeah.
And they bring home a chair or a table that's valuable and they recondition it.
Yes. About clothes. Every clothes clean before. Clean and kill virus, kill bacteria before.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Is this OT?
Yeah. Tea.
Cheers. That's what we say in America.
Yes.
Good luck.
Yes.
So I retired. I retired in September. And
This September.
This
by the
Yeah,
this year.
this year.
60 year or 65?
I could retire when I wanted to, but I retired when I was 70.
Or
I turned
not?
no. I turned 69 this year, and I turned 70 the next month. So I retired in September at 69, and then I turned 70 in October the next month. But my job was a different kind of job where you could retire. I could retire when I wanted to, really. But depending on when you retire, there's certain benefits that the more you wait, the more the benefits will grow for you when you retire. See?
Oh, I don't understand.
I'll show you.
Why more benefit?
เบบี้ซีนี่ก็คืออะไร
So in America,
ได้รับใช่ไหม
America, they have something they call Social Security. Social Security. And they take money from your paycheck your whole life to save it for you. They hold it and then you get it back when you retire. So if you retired at 70, you might get $1,800 per month at 60. But if you wait till you're 65, $2,500 per month. So if you wait, see what I mean? It goes up. The more you wait to retire, the more you'll get per month. And then when 70 is the last day, then you'll get $2,900 per month. You see? Get it?
You receive this money until you dead.
Until I die.
You can work.
I could do other work, but mostly it's when you stop. So it's going to go up. Okay? So that's why sometimes if you can wait, it's better to wait.
ได้เงินแล้วเท่านี้เนี่ย
Okay?
โอ้
คือคิดเป็นเงินไทยก็คิดเป็นเงินเขาดิ
โอ้เงินเก่าโอ้เยอะนะa
And
lot
that's what I did.
เช็ดไทยบาทโอ้ a lot
A real lot. The U.S. $1 is equal to 0.033
you receive this money every
month.
no
Yes.
I mean you
Good morning. Hi, Mary.
now you can receive because you making at the government job or no
No, it's because the government in America withholds. Good morning. In America, when you start working when you're young, if you're 20 years old,
Is it depend on your tax?
Yeah.
You
so it works like this.
give to the government.
When you're young, when you start working, whenever that is, every time you get a paycheck, maybe 8% the government holds for you, takes it away, keeps it for Social Security later on.
is in pension
That's like a pension, but the government, you pay for it. You see? So it's good. It's like a forced savings plan in America. Sound right? So no matter what you do, the government's going to withhold money to save for you for later. Good morning, my friend. So that's what they do. They withhold the money, and then later on, when you retire, you get it back. Like I'm getting it now every month for the rest of my life. What do you think?
2,900 dollar is for you for living in America.
Yeah, for me every month I get $2,900.
Oh, $2,900.
Yeah.
Is to a little.
What's that?
I think it's a little money
It's
for living in USA.
Yeah, but I have other money. That's just part of it. Then you have other monies that you've saved. That's just an automatic thing. Okay? I get that check from the government. But I also, so I get that money from the government. They call it Social Security. But I also have other money that I've saved myself. I put aside over the years. So that's one piece of what I've set aside. You know what I mean? That's just part of it. Let's say this is my money for a month, and maybe the Social Security is just one half of it. The other half of it is from myself, my savings, other things that I've done. Okay? Right? But as you can see, it's very economical for me to be here with, because the U.S. dollar is worth a lot in baht. You know?
If you live in Thailand, it's a large money.
Yes.
But in USA,
Yes, it's
a little money.
yeah, it's not nearly as much. But that's why when you come to Thailand, they have a limit as to how long I can stay here. Otherwise, maybe some people would spend a lot of time here, they'd come over, bring their money, buy little things, and then go back. Right? Oh, sure.
มีไหมมีใช่ไหม
มีแต่ขยะ
เนี่ยเขาเคยเห็นเนี่ย โยมเคยเห็น
Yes.
ไม่มีนะโยมเคยหยิบไป2 อันไอ้เนี่ยแบบเนี้ยโยมหยิบไป2 อันใช้ได้ไหมโอเคเห็นไหมโยมไม่เคยดูแต่โยมเคยเจอเนี่ย2 อันได้นะโยมเคยเจอหลายอันนั่นแหละโยมเคยเจอหลายอัน
So that's in America. That's what I pay in tax.
โอเค
A lot. So
I pay only 10%.
yeah, how much do you pay? How much are the taxes here?
About 10%.
10%. That's very small.
Some people outlaw, you know. Some people outlaw.
Oh yeah. Some people. Let's look at a couple words today. I'm going to put 4 words on the board, and it's regarding this coronavirus, right?
Virus. Virus.
And we hear about it in the news, right? I mean, it's all over the news, right? You're watching it, Miriam, about the virus? Do you see it on TV?
Yes.
So, okay, so,
It died. It dead over
yeah?
80%.
Okay, here's some words that we're seeing with regard to this coronavirus, right? We see the words they're referring to it as an epidemic, right? Epidemic. Yep. Epidemic. They would say that it's an outbreak. They talk about it trying to be contained, and it's a occurrence, an unfortunate occurrence. So let's, good morning. So let's say these words. Epidemic.
Outbreak.
Contain.
Occurrence. Okay. So they're referring to the virus as an epidemic. Do we know what that means? Epidemic?
Spread.
Go ahead. What do you think? Epidemic?
Spread. That virus spread.
It's, okay. Spreading. It's, epidemic is a frequent occurrence of an infectious disease. Okay? So when they refer to an epidemic, they're referring to disease, infectious disease. Okay? That's what an epidemic, when you hear epidemic, right away, when I see epidemic, we know that that is regarding disease. Okay? It means that there's an epidemic, an epidemic. Well, I'm going to explain it. This virus, this coronavirus is being called an epidemic. An epidemic. An epidemic is a term used to mean a frequent occurrence, a frequent event, an occurrence is an incident, something that happens. Okay? An occurrence. Well, that's good to keep asking questions. It's very good. So, An epidemic is it's something that's happening often, frequent, regarding a disease, infection, an infectious disease. Do you know what I mean by infection? When you get sick, they'll say he got infected, and infected by something. Okay? Let me ask you a question. Let's ask you a question. You're familiar with catching a cold? You catch a cold? What happens when you catch a cold? What do you say? If I ask you this question, a what?
When catch cold, we receive infection.
It's an infection, right? Right. When you catch a cold, if you couldn't come to work yesterday or couldn't come to class, and I said to you, where were you? And you said, well, I couldn't come because I had a cold or I had an infection. Yeah. An infection means sick. I got sick. I got infected. Okay? So an epidemic means that a lot of people are becoming sick. They're becoming infected like a cold. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's go a step further. What does it mean? What does this coronavirus mean to you? When you hear it, what are you thinking? What do you think?
It's a strong disease.
It's a
strong disease.
Strong disease. Right. A strong disease caused by what?
Virus, corona.
Right. So corona is a strong disease. And then if I said to you, what causes corona?
From the animal.
From an animal.
From the back.
Right. An animal that's sick.
Yes.
Infected.
Yes.
It's an infected animal.
Infected.
Right? Right. An animal that's infected has caused the disease, and people that are exposed to it around the animal have become
sick.
Infected. We became infected because the animal is infected. See? Right? He passed on the infection. Good? Get it? You're all very smart, so you're going to get it. So an epidemic is a frequent occurrence I don't know if you can see this. Okay? So if I say to you, when we're talking about the coronavirus, we're talking about something that is an epidemic because it's a frequent occurrence of disease. It's frequent often, much, okay, a lot. An epidemic is a many occurrence disease. Okay? Does that sound okay? So if I was talking to you now, and let's just say I did, how would you just, if I said, what is this coronavirus? What would you say? If I said, I'm hearing about the coronavirus, how would you describe it? What does that mean? What would you say to me?
The corona is the new virus from the Chinese.
This what?
When you ask me about the coronavirus, I will talk to you about the new virus that's come from the China.
That comes from
China.
China. Okay. That's what they're saying. It's coming from China. What's coming from China?
Because the people in China, they eat the animal sick.
Okay, that good. So the people in China have been around a sick animal, and then what happened to them?
They are sick from the new virus from the animal.
Right, they got sick from the animal. They got sick from the animal. The animal was infected. The animal was infected, and then they got infected. Right? The animal's sick, the people around the animal got sick. So that's infected is just another word for saying they got sick. Animal sick, people got sick. The animal was infected, people got infected. Right? So, morning, Dan. I want to put on the names of my two new Dan, we're talking about the corona. Good morning. We're learning some words here. We're talking about this virus, coronavirus, right? And we were saying that the coronavirus has caused an epidemic, what they call an epidemic. And an epidemic is a frequent occurrence of disease. An epidemic is something that quickly is causing the spread of disease. Okay? Does that sound? So what I was asking was, if I didn't know, we were just saying, if I didn't know what the coronavirus was, and I asked you, Naki, right? Anik. Correct me in your pronunciation. If I'm saying it wrong, you can correct me. But Nick is saying that an animal got sick in China, and then that got people sick. So the animal was sick or it got infected, and then the people around the animal got infected. Okay? So how would you, so if I said, I just got here, and I'm hearing about this corona, how would you describe it to me? Now what would you say?
is infecting the back, and some people in China teach it, and that disease and they became sick,
Okay.
and